Friends, in this video we are going to continue the chapter 3 data handling. Here the exercise is 3.3 and the question is use the bar graph to answer the following questions. So here in these questions we have been given a bar graph and we have to study this bar graph to answer these questions. So in this bar graph we can see that there are two scales. This is horizontal, this is vertical. On vertical axis here, this is showing us pets owned by students of class 7th. So this is the bar graph that is showing us the pets owned by the students of class 7, and on this axis we have been given the number of students. In this axis we have been given the number of students, and on this axis we have been given the pets names. On this axis we have been given the pets name, that is dogs, cat, rabbit, hamsters and others. So the dog bar is going up to 8, the cat's bar is going up to 10, rabbits is of 2, hamsters is of 4 and others is of 2. Now we have to answer the question. So first is, which is the most popular pet? So by studying this bar graph we come to know that the most popular pet is cat. Why? Because the bar of a cat is the highest bar. So the most popular pet, so we can say the cats is the most popular pet. Cat is the most popular pet. Now the B part is, how many students have dog as a pet? So here the dog's bar is going up to 8. So that means how many students? So number of students have dog as a pet is 8. So in this way, by studying the bar graph, we can answer the questions. So now students, question number 2 is, the performance of a student in first term and second term is given. Answer the following. So here in this table we have been given the name of the subjects and the performance of a student in first term and second term, that is maximum marks is 100 in first term also and maximum marks is 100 in second term also. So here in first term the English is 67, Hindi is 72, Maths is 88, Science is 81, Social Science is 73. And in second term English is 70, Hindi is 65, Maths is 95, Science is 85, Social Science is 75. Now with the help of this table we have to answer the following questions. So first is, in which subject has the child improved his performance the most? So here we have to answer the subject in which the child improved the performance most. That means in this subject the child has shown the most improvement. Here in English the improvement is of 3 marks. In Hindi we can see that in first term it is 72 and it decreased to 65. That means no improvement. In 88 in Maths the first term is 88 and second term is 95. That means the improvement is of 7. In Science the improvement is of 4. In Social Science the improvement is of 2. So the maximum marks improvement is in of Maths. So in this subject the child has shown, that is the name is Maths subject. In Maths subject the child has shown the most performance. Second, in which subject is the improvement the least? So we have to tell in which subject the child has shown the least performance. Here it is 3, here it is decreased, it is the maximum, it is science in 4 and social science of 2. That means the minimum is of 2. That means the subject name is social science. In social science, the child has shown the least performance. Third question is, has the performance gone down in any subject? Yes. The subject name is Hindi. Here we can say that in first term in Hindi, the child has scored 72, but in second term it has scored 65. That means that is a performance has gone by 7 marks. So the name of subject is Hindi. Hindi is the subject in which the performance has gone down. Now students, here we are going to start a subtopic known as probability. So first we have to understand what is the meaning of a probability. Probability means possibility. So here possibility means that we are not sure that anything which is going to be occurred, that is, and if that thing can be occurred and that thing cannot be occurred, so that is a possibility. So it is the branch of mathematics that deals with the occurrence of a random event. So here the probability, it is a branch of mathematics that is dealing with the occurrence of random event. Occurrence means any event, that is tossing a coin, rising of a sun. Any event has to be occurred of a random event. The value is expressed from 0 to 1. That means the value of probability can be come from 0 to 1. That means the answer of probability will be coming from 0 to 1 only. That means the highest probability will be 1. That is more than 1, it is not possible. The probability will come between 0 and 1 only. So to find out the probability, there is a formula. So probability of an event, that means any event, occurrence of a head, rising of a sun. So that is the probability of an event equal to number of outcomes divided by total number of outcomes. So in this way we can find out a probability of any event. For example, if we tossed a coin, so if we are going to toss a coin, there will be total outcomes will be 2. Why? The total outcomes might be head or tail. When we toss a coin, either head will come or tail will come. That means the total outcomes will be 2. If we have been asked to get a head, of getting a head will be 1. Out of 2 we can get head only one time. That means get the number of outcome will be 1. So the probability of getting a head will be outcome occurrence is 1, total number of outcome will be 1 and total outcome will be 2. So the probability of getting a head is 1 out of 2. So in this way we can find out a probability of any event. So there is a chance also. In probability there is a coming a chance. When a coin is tossed once, the two different possible outcomes are head or tail. So the chance of getting while tossing a coin, we are getting two possible outcomes, either head or tail. So in this way we can find out a probability of any event. Now students, we are going to start exercise 3.4. In 3.4, question number 1 is, tell whether the following is certain to happen, impossible, can happen but not certain. So here there are 3 chances. First is certain to happen. Certain to happen means we are sure that that thing will be going to happen. That is certain to happen. Impossible means that event is not possible. We can't be sure. We are sure that in impossible that event is not going to happen. Third is can happen but not certain. So in the third one, we are not sure that that thing going to happen or it will going to happen or not happen. So we are going to apply these three in these questions. The first, you are older today than yesterday. So here this means, that means here we have to tell whether it is certain to happen, impossible, or can happen but not certain. So that means they are saying that you are older today than yesterday. Yesterday means the thing that has been past. Yesterday has been gone. So that means you are older than yesterday. Yes, that is certain to happen. We are sure. That means the thing that we are sure is about certain to happen. This event is going to be occurred because the next day you are older than yesterday. The second part is, a tossed coin will land heads up. So whenever you are going to toss a coin, we are not sure that whether it will going to be occurred head or tail. That means we are not sure. That means here the which condition will going to apply? Can happen but not certain. So here in this we are not sure that it will be going to land head or tail. That means we are not sure. That means that happen but not certain. Third is, a die when tossed shall land up with 8 on top. So die means dice. So you all have seen your Ludo. There is a dice, and on that dice we can see that the numbers is up to only 6. So on a dice we can't have a number 8. So whenever going to toss a dice, you can go up to, we can get only up to number 6. We can't get 8. So that means this is impossible. This event is impossible because we can't have a 8 in a dice. Fourth part, the next traffic light seen will be green. Here, so whenever we are going to somewhere, there is a traffic light, and when we cross our traffic light, the next traffic light can be also green also, red also, and yellow also. That means we are not sure. That means here also what will come? Can happen but not certain. That means we are not sure that which light will come in the next traffic. Which light will come in the next traffic light. Now fifth part, tomorrow will be a cloudy day. So here the tomorrow will be a cloudy day. That means here the tomorrow can be a rainy day also, sunny day also, cloudy day also. We are not sure here also. So that means which condition will going to apply here? Can happen but not certain. That means the thing that the event that we are not sure that will come in can happen but not certain. So in this way we can apply the conditions to different situations. Now students, the next question is, there are 6 marbles in a box with numbers 1 to 6 marked on each of them. So in this question we are saying that in a box there are 6 marbles and we marked 1 to 6 on each of them. That means here we can say that solution, the total number of outcomes, total number of outcomes is 6. Why 6? Because the numbers is there are 6 marbles and it has been marked from 1 to 6. That means total number of outcomes will be 6. So the first part here we have been asked to that what is the probability of drawing a marble with number 2. So that means here we have been asked to find out the probability of drawing a marble with number 2. So here that means the total, the number of occurrence. That means here we are going to get drawing a marble. That means this is a event is occurring of drawing a marble with number 2. So number of occurrence here we can get out of 6. If we are going to draw one marble and drawing out of marble we can getting 2 is only 1. So that means the number of occurrence is 1 only. So therefore probability of getting a marble with number 2 with 2 is equal to number of occurrence upon total number of occurrence upon total outcomes, and total outcomes is number of occurrence is 1 and total occurrence is 2. So that means probability of getting a marble with 2 is 1 upon 2 sorry, the number of total occurrence is 6. So that means the probability of getting a marble with 2 is 1 upon 6. So here in this way we can find out a probability of getting a marble with number 2. So next part is what is the probability of drawing a marble with number 5. So that means here we have to find out a probability of getting drawing a marble with number 5. So here again number of outcomes, that means number of occurrence will be 1 only. Why? Here out of 6 marbles, when we are going to draw a marble with number 5, that will be number of occurrences 1. Therefore the probability of getting a marble with number 5 is equal to number of occurrence upon total outcomes. So number of occurrence will be 1 and total outcomes will be again 6. That means again the probability of getting a marble with number 5 is 1 upon 6. So students, in this way we can find out a probability of any event that has been occurring. So the students, the questions that I have done in this video, I am going to hand over you the same type of questions in your worksheet. Hope you all have understood and complete your homework. Thank you.